Welcome back. All right, so some news of the day for all you fine people before I turn in for today. Starting off with some news from Canucks land. So yesterday it came out that Ian Cole was going to wear the number 28. Canuck fans not happy with that news. That was Luc Bourdon's number. He, of course, died at a young age in a motorcycle accident, and since then nobody has worn that number. There was also some upset that I saw about Teddy Bluger wearing the number 53. Now, Ian Cole had worn 28 throughout his career. Bluger had worn the number 53, and honestly, the fact that it was Horvat's number, I don't think that should have any effect on Bluger. I've already seen some Canuck fans say, okay, so I can just get the Horvat nameplate taken off and put on a Bluger nameplate. It is much easier to replace the nameplate than the numbers. And then Cole going with the number 82, I think is great. He came out with a statement today. He did not know that that was a number that basically nobody had worn or why. So it's a nice gesture from him. He's going to wear the number 82 as a Vancouver Canuck. So for fans I saw yesterday being kind of vitriolic in how they felt about the team and the player, and I understand the upset, but I'm glad that this is all worked out and that Cole has gone with the number 82. So that'll take that controversy and send that to the side. Now, Matt Dumba's out there as a free agent. We know that Dumba's going to command a pretty decent signing in terms of his money and probably a signing bonus. Maybe a signing bonus because we don't have very many teams that have the room. The most recent speculation I found on Dumba is Craig Morgan on July 3rd basically saying that it sounded like the team had been interested from the beginning, and that the Coyotes are one of the few teams with the cap space left. Now, I did the video on the Coyotes earlier today. They have a pretty solid top six. So it will be interesting to see where he ends up. You guys can let me know your thoughts and your picks. Maybe he ends up in Chicago as an example, right? Because Chicago's got all the cap space, and I think they would definitely welcome him on the blue line. Cole Lind signs a one-year, two-way deal with Seattle, so $775,000 at the NHL level. Lind had a very good year for Coachella Valley. I thought that honestly, at least he's developed into a really good star player in the AHL. Sure, he may never be a regular in the NHL, but not every player is meant to be. And I've been meaning to do videos on players that have been very good in the AHL and just it didn't work at the NHL level. There's a pretty good list of players that's happened with. Another minor signing to talk about today. Akil Thomas signs a one-year, two-way deal with the Kings. $775,000 at the NHL level for him. Thomas only played 13 games this past season, had 5 goals and 3 assists in those 13 games. He's had 2 shoulder surgeries in the last 2 years. That has absolutely taken his development, and it has turned it on its ear. He was originally a number 51 pick in 2018. I remember talking about him in 2018, and that he looked like he might be one of those real steals in the second round. But again, the injuries haven't helped, and he has yet to play a game in the National Hockey League. So we'll see if he turns it around. But there's again no risk to a contract that's a two-way deal. And so, yeah, all the best to him, hoping that he has a good year. Now, I'd love to be wearing a Sens jersey and talking about DeBrincat getting moved. The reality is that this is all very quiet. It is still kind of just, it's this weird, odd place that we're in. DeBrincat doesn't want to re-sign with the Sens. This is going to go to arbitration. Arbitration could be a nightmare. I would think Ottawa wants this dealt with before arbitration. And this is probably holding up what they want to do. Bruce Garriock reporting they could be in on Tarasenko. They could be in on other free agents, I would think, as well. But the DeBrincat move and the fact that that's a $9 million, potentially $9 million price tag for DeBrincat is going to hold up them doing anything else. So until they're able to make that move and they know how much money they have left over for their players, if they do, it's kind of in a holding pattern. So there are a lot of moves right now that seem to be held up. I would think they're likely to get fixed over the next month and a half. Again, last summer we saw the Tkachuk situation drag on into August. I know that because I was in Las Vegas when that broke. That big trade went down. That could happen again. I could be in Las Vegas. I could be at Disneyland when something breaks. We'll see. Should be interesting if that does in fact take place. But it is a shame because it feels like the iron was hot on the first and we should have seen something go on, and we just haven't seen that yet. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. I know Red Wings fans are a combination of excited about the idea of getting DeBrincat, and then there's others who really don't want DeBrincat in a $9 million price tag, if that's what it is. But Detroit, of course, is one of those teams that does have cap space to make a move like that or go out and sign Matt Dumba. So there are still some names out there, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.